You ever notice how some of the most successful people in life seem to always be on the move? Not just hustling, but literally travelling, exploring, immersing themselves in new places. It's easy to think travel is just a luxury, a break from the grind, something you do after the hard work is done. But what if travel is part of the work? What if it's one of the fastest ways to grow, not just as a person, but as a leader, a creative, a decision maker, as a human being? When you step into a new country, hear a language you don't understand, eat food you've never tasted, and navigate streets without knowing the rules, something incredible happens. Your brain wakes up, your assumptions are challenged, your perspective shifts. You realise there isn't just one way to live life. I recall when I visited Japan last year, everything was so different, but in the most beautiful way. The precision, the politeness, the silence on public transport. It made me question the pace and noise I'd grown used to. It made me think, what else am I taking for granted as normal? That's what travel does. It deconstructs your definition of normal. And that's powerful, because success isn't just about setting goals and ticking boxes. It's about evolving your worldview, becoming more adaptable, more empathetic, more curious. And you don't get that by staying in the same postcode your whole life. When you travel, especially solo or with minimal planning, you're forced to solve problems on the fly. Your confidence grows, your ability to stay calm under pressure gets tested. Delayed flights, lost luggage, navigating foreign systems. It's training ground for real life. You learn how to read people without speaking their language, how to listen deeply, how to observe instead of assume. It's why someone who's travelled widely often brings more creativity to the table, more emotional intelligence, more depth. They've seen more, felt more, and that shows up in how they lead, connect and build. Mark Twain said it best: travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry and narrow-mindedness. And let's be honest, so much of our inner limitation comes from being stuck in the bubble of what we already know. But I also know this: not everyone finds it easy to travel. For some it's money, for others it's fear. Fear of the unknown, of being uncomfortable, of stepping into a world where they can't control. And then there are those tied down by responsibility, family, health, work. But here's the truth: travel doesn't always have to mean a plane ticket or a new continent. It can start small. A train ride to a nearby town you've never explored, a walk through a different part of your own city, trying a new cuisine, listening to the stories of someone from a culture unlike your own. The point isn't distance, it's discovery. If you can start leaning into unfamiliar experiences, even locally, you'll begin cultivating the same mindset travel gives you: openness, resilience, wonder. You can be a traveller in your own life without ever leaving your country. And maybe that's where it begins. Because when you explore the unfamiliar, even in small ways, you open the door to something bigger. You prove to yourself that discomfort isn't danger, it's growth. Travel teaches you that success doesn't always look like a title, a bank balance or a perfect routine. Sometimes success looks like laughing with strangers over a street meal in Thailand, or standing in front of an ancient ruins and feeling small but inspired, or having your plans fall apart and realising you're still okay. It's why I always say, if you want to grow, pack a bag. Not to escape, but to explore. Because when you explore the world, you explore yourself. And here's the kicker: what you discover about yourself out there, you bring back into your life, into your relationships, your business, your decisions. So, as the summer approaches and you start dreaming of new destinations, don't just ask, where should I go? Ask, who might I become by going? And if this message has sparked something in you, drop a comment below. Where have you travelled that changed you? Or where do you dream of going next? Let's start a conversation. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who needs that little nudge, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, because the journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just beginning. Until next time, I'm Dr. Rakish Rana, the Clear Coach.